All right, so online I have potentially been harassed about our log lift bags versus the Northern Woodsman or the Dino Bags. So in full disclosure, hey, we tested a lot of different bags, before we went down the log lift road. So ordered up a bag from, I think it was Tioga Products or something right here in Pennsylvania, and had them send me one of their bags, which is supposed to be just like the Dino bag. So I'm going to get things opened up here, and it looks very, very similar to our log lift bag because it has like the same, woven strips with the vents like every other one going through. We'll take this and put it out on the set of pallet forks, and then we just did a video series on the Halverson stuff, and I have a bunch of loose wood over here that we're gonna have to pick up and do it the hard way and actually touch and stack and throw firewood. Oh, it breaks my heart. I'd rather just run the controls, watch it disappear up and off the conveyor and into the back of the truck or right into the bag. But we'll go ahead and handle things again, and let me bring the tool cat over. We'll hang the forks or hang the bag on the forks, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. All right, so a couple of things that are different right off the bat, and some things again that are similar. It's a good long stitch down the side for your lifting loops up on top. The woven nylon with the vent stitched in. This is like the same thing that you see in the background behind me on the log lift. The big difference is this is on all four sides and the bottom, where like the front and the back on the log lift bags is that mosquito netting. For me, the netting is nice because it's just massive amounts of airflow going through it. And two, if you get in a retail scenario with this stuff, the customer can actually look into the bag. They can see what's in there through the mosquito netting, top to bottom. Now, if that doesn't matter to you and you're just looking for like a low cost option, something like these bags, we do one called a power lift. It's literally the same thing on all four sides and the bottom, and I can be really competitive with that price on the power lift with these like Dino bags that are out there. It's just the log lift with the mosquito netting is what adds a little bit more to the premium dollar because it's a premium bag. That being said, when you look at the log lift, if you order an entire pallet, which now it's February of 2023, they're always changing quantities on the pallets for some reason. But the current pallets in inventory have 260 bags on a pallet. I can sell an individual bag, or the individual bag price when you buy the whole pallet is like $15.96, and I cover shipping on the pallet to get it to your door. Where I think some of these Dino bags are like $12.50 plus the shipping. Well, again, on my power lift bag, I can be right at that like $12.50, $12.75, depending on what the quantity is that you order. But we can be really competitive with a bag like this. That being said, the other piece that we look at is there's the unloading loops on this are in the middle. So you would physically have to flip this one upside down and then hook it and pick it straight up, where the power lift or the log lift bags, I'm doing too many comparisons. The log lift bag, they're out here on the end, and that's where we hook them through the pallet or on the end of the fork. So literally it's one motion and I can dump them off without having to get out of the machine and reset the hooks again after, we've dumped it. So it looks like there's a drawstring up here for like a duffel top to kind of pull the drawstring to cinch this together. I wouldn't really use that because normally we fill them just above, that line. So I don't know if that would be of benefit to us. So there's a pretty good pile of wood here behind me, so I'm going to throw all this in and I'll spare you the details. We'll just go right to fast motion and get this done in a hurry. I should not have had that second helping of lasagna after Sunday dinner there. Whew. It's the one that's keeping me warm right now from the inside out. So not too bad. Real time was about 10 minutes. You never tell from how we're going to fast forward this up, but you know, throwing loose pieces into a bag is still better than stacking firewood. Not much, but a little bit. So as you can see, we got her pretty tight. We even took the forks and kind of bounced it a little bit. I was skeptical whether or not all of this was going to fit in there or not, but it did. So we're going to take this over into the main opening on the woodlot. We're going to set this down on a pallet, bring out a log lift bag from inventory, and just kind of show the differences, you know, side to side kind of thing, and give you a comparison breakdown on just what we think about the bag. So this is about the best comparison that I can do. You have the unloading loops are right about the same height. This has been filled probably since late summer, early fall, so it's been moved around, so everything's kind of settled down a little bit versus, you know, us yanking things nice and tight with the pallet forks. If you follow the stitching down on this one, it's the same piece of fabric all the way down to the unloading loop and then back up to here. So all of this is integral. Trying to see here on the inside how far down the one piece really does go that's stitched back over again. There's the second piece. So it quits right here. So the unload, or the top lifting loop on this one, same deal. It goes right to here. So I mean, it's as far as that second piece and getting stitched over, but the main strap itself does end right here versus going all the way to the bottom and then some on the unloading loop. Again, the front, the obvious is the mosquito netting, because you can look the whole way into the bag itself, versus kind of mystery what's in there. And then again, you have the unloading loops. So like with our 60-inch forks, you know, on the skid steer, the forks do protrude all the way through. And then we have a hook that you take this and hook it into the pallet forks. So as you dump it, the bag itself is hooked onto the forks, so you can bring everything back out in one foul swoop versus having to dump this upside down, get out of the cab. And then the unloading straps on this bag are over here on the side. So yes, you can flip it over, but I don't think it's as easy as flipping it over as a log lift bag. Again, we do have a power lift bag available through NNZ. Our niche market is the log lift bags, because we can shrink down the orders to quantities of 12 and pack them into a FedEx box and mail it to you. Those quantities are actually available over on our website, shaverequipment.com. Go to the equipment tab. The first thing that pops up is the Firewood bags. Scroll to the bottom, it'll say order quantity. There is a sample order, which is 12, a 16 cord order, which I believe is 48. Then there's a 120, and then the full pallet. Obviously, the pallet price is the cheapest because we're covering the shipping on a pallet. But you can get into something like this. I think it's like $254 for a sample pack of 12. That's a credit card fee. That's FedEx shipping. The bags itself, everything sent right to your door. We can do the same thing with the pallet. I'd rather you call me, because then I can save you the credit card fee. It's like 120 bucks or something, and we can either take a check or do like an ACH, a bank wire or something. It's just about like just over $4,000. So you can get a little bit of savings there without doing the credit card fee. But again, I do have something similar to this bag. It is a power lift bag, and it's the same woven nylon with the vented straps, all four sides and the bottom. I'm struggling to think what it is. I'm just going to say it's $12.50, you know, per bag, which should put it right in line with these Dino Bags or Dino Bags, however you want to pronounce it. And then again, the log lift bags in the big quantity are like $15.95. But this mosquito netting is tough to beat. We have been using some of the same bags since 2019. So we've gotten a full 3 seasons worth of use out of them, or worth of use out of them if I could talk. This is like the 6th video I've done today, so brain is all kind of scattered. But just trying to squeeze things in while the weather is nice. But again, you know, it comes down to you and what works for your budget. I'm going to talk to the distributor and see what kind of quantities we can get out of the power lift bags. I'll probably have them send me one so we can again do a comparison video between this, the log lift, and the power lift. Had my brain actually been thinking far enough ahead, I would have done that. So you could have seen all 3 bags in one video, but that leaves a video for another day. So again, these are available over on the website, shaverequipment.com. If we can get you a quote on these bags or anything else, give me a phone call. It's 833-SPLITTER. That's 833-775-4887. Would love the opportunity to earn your business with the sales quote. Again, these videos that we do are, they're not compensated for on our end. It's just something that we do to hopefully drum up some sales from a customer like you. We want to say thank you for all the view counts and the comments and the thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. But still, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on everything we have going on. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.